Welcome back. This is AP World History. This is part two of the Byzantine Empire. We talked about the Byzantine Empire lasting 1,000 years, being very influential in this part of the world, a go between East and West, a cultural center, a place where Greek was promoted as a language. The fact that Christianity it will be adopted as the state religion by Constantine. Um, there will be quite a bit of conflict between the Byzantine Empire and the Persian Empire, the Arabs coming out of the Arabian Peninsula and taking over that part of the world, northern Africa, Egypt, uh, what now is Iran, um, the Holy Land, Syria. Eventually, they will take this land from the Byzantine Empire, but the Byzantine Empire will succeed on till about 1453 when the Ottoman Turks conquer Constantinople. One of the reasons that the Christian church, had a schism was over how the church was going to be run. In the Byzantine Empire, the church was under the authority of the emperor. In the West, it was under the authority of the Pope. There was a big question over icons. These are religious statues that were in the church. The Byzantine Empire, under their emperor, banned those icons. uh, Believed that there shouldn't be those kinds of images within the church. This led the Pope in the West to excommunicate the Byzantine emperor. And from that point on, these two churches, although Christian, both Christian churches, will go their separate ways. Here shows some of the differences between the Roman Catholic Christian Church and the Eastern Orthodox Christian Church. The Pope being the head, the clergy prohibited from marriage. Latin is going to be the language used by the church. Christmas being the most important holiday. The use of holy images permitted within the Catholic Church. On the other hand, the Byzantine Empire, the Eastern Orthodox Christian Church, will be ruled by the emperor. Clergy are allowed to marry. Greek is the language of the church. Easter becomes the big holiday for the Orthodox Church. And again, the emperor outlawing icons or holy images. Um, Distinct difference in architecture. The dome of the Eastern Orthodox Church. You can see these examples, some of this in Russia. Um, you can see the influence of the Christian Church with the steeples. Importance of the Byzantine Empire and um, their influence in the church. Essentially, when the western part of Europe is slipping into the Dark Ages, the Byzantine Empire is very sophisticated. Uh, it's a center of learning, science, math. The church, they do preserve the church during this time, and also the Justinian codes of law, which will be a model that is preserved and used by various people in the Mediterranean. Uh, Kiev in Russia will adopt the Eastern Orthodox Church. Vladimir I believed that he had a choice between the Roman Catholic Church and the Eastern Orthodox Church. He chose the Eastern Orthodox Church because of the control that the emperor had over the church. He didn't want to share power with the Pope. And so the Russians will start adopting music, architecture, religion, science from Constantinople. Kiev will be the center of their empire. Kiev will be an important trading center, uh, for Eastern Europe, from the Black Sea to the Baltic Sea. Vikings actually traded with the folks in Kiev. Um, One of the problems that Kiev will run into is somebody called Genghis Khan, and the Mongols will sweep down across the steppe, and they will subdue the Russian aristocrats, rulers. They will loot and burn Kiev. And they will, for the next 200 years or so, force the Russian princes to pay tribute to the Mongols. Um, One thing that the Mongols were noted for was religious tolerance. They weren't too concerned about what you believed or who you worshipped, as long as you paid your taxes and were loyal to them. Um, One of the problems that the Russian culture is going to be will experience during this 200-year reign or rule of the Mongols is that they will be cut off from the Western Europe when they're making advances in arts and science. And we'll stop right there.